down the River Shore just near Duncannon, and Duncannon was an old Celtic name meaning the fort of the son of Conan, and we are looking at Creedon Head, and in the distance you can see Hookhead and Passage East across the river from us. There has been a fortress here since Celtic times and a tower house during the Norman times. This is a fortress built in 1568 in anticipation of the Spanish Armada. It's a star-shaped fortress under British rule until 1919, the War of Independence, and then the Irish Army rebuilt the fortress in at the outbreak of World War II. There's a maritime museum charting the history of one of the most dangerous coastlines, the Wexford coastline. The next point of interest on the coast is Loftus Hall, the most haunted house in Ireland. It was given to the Loftus family, who were English planters from the original family, the Redmonds, and it is reported to have been visited by the devil. Lady Anne Tottenham, who was living there, fell in love with the dark stranger who arrived during a storm, and one night they were watching or playing cards, and she dropped a card and discovered that he had cloven hooves, and when he realised what she was looking at, he shot through the roof in a ball of flames, and she went crazy and was locked up in the tapestry room. Her ghost has been seen on many occasions ever since. Captain John looking exceedingly handsome as he passes by Creedon Head. Abeam Tramore Head, which you can see there with the two towers on top. Tramore is a famous seaside resort, and when I was a kid I used to go there with my cousins to this big fun fair there every summer. It was always great fun. We came from Waterford here, down the river, and currently we are out here. Helvick is over here in Dungarvan Bay. Eventually we hope to get down over to Kinsale over here in the corner, but we're happy enough with our current with our current plans. Kinsale is 54.2 nautical miles.
Yeah.
And then in here is Helvick and Dungarvan Bay. Panning along the lovely scenery of the Waterford coastline. In front of us is the entrance to Dungarvan Bay, that dark headland there. In front of us, and then Helvick is about 11 o'clock of our heading. Minehead would be off over that direction. Only I can't make it out very well on this camera. Abeam, Helvig. You can see Helvig Rock and the anchorage of Helvig, and Dungarvan Bay is just in behind that headland. And then we sweep around and you see the lighthouse of Minehead, and just behind that is Ram's Head. Between these 2 points is a small harbour village called Ardmore, and that is where we plan to anchor for tonight. Yay! In the distance, past Youghal, Youghal, is Knockadoon Head, and then Capel Island and Ballycotton, and then the approaches to Cork. But for tonight, we will be between Minehead and Ram's Head, and it's a beautiful day. We've our foresail down because our wind has been extremely variable, and we've had to move during the course of the day anywhere between 180 and 300 degrees, just in order to keep our sails filled. Our engine just went on about 10-15 minutes ago because we were starting to lose headway. We're down to about 3.6 knots. And the wind is from behind us, which was making it uncomfortable. So we decided, okay, we've been sailing since 10:15 this morning. It is now, what time is it, John?
3:05.
It's now 3:05. So engine just went on about 15 minutes ago. So we did due diligence to sailing the Waterford coastline, I do believe. This is Minehead Lighthouse. This headland extends as far as that little rock there in front called the Longships Rock. After that is the headland of Ram's Head. Between those two headlands is Ardmore Bay, which is where we will be anchoring tonight. Then in the distance you can see Knockadoon Head, and Youghal is after Ram's Head, between Ram's Head and Knockadoon. Anyway, we have done a fantastic trip today. Engine has been off from 10:15 this morning until 2:45 this afternoon. Light wind, variable, has been sort of sending our track all over the place, but sure, we're making good progress anyway, so we're happy out considering how light the winds were. At the moment we are looking at 5.6 wind and 5.5 knots of speed over ground, because we have the engine on. Before we had the engine on, we were down to about 3.6. Ardmore Bay, very popular as a tourist destination. Holiday homes, mobile homes, and loads of hotels. And that's Ram's Head there. We are anchored north of the pier in 2 to 3 meters of sand as our anchorage base, so it should be perfect. And looking forward to our dinner today out of Mr. D